So how do you succeed in business? How do you start out and succeed? And how do you have long-term success? To me, it all comes down to this word I've been obsessing about lately, and that's value. And really, it's about creating value and creating value way beyond what you charge people. Like if you charge people $100 and deliver $100 in value, then they'll be happy. It'll be fantastic. Okay, they're okay with that. If you charge them 100 and deliver $500 in value or $1,000 in value, then they're going to tell people about you. They're going to tell people about your product, about your service, about how you serve them, how you help them. And so the thing is when you're starting out, it can be difficult to know how to deliver value. It's difficult to even know what value is. And so I'm actually going deep on this. I'm writing a report. I'm good old fashioned, like a white paperish report that I'm going to be releasing in the next few weeks. And it's all about value and creating what we call transformational value. And that is the value that can change someone's life. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. Is if you're in business, especially our kinds of business, online business, you're either taking away pain or delivering pleasure. That's how you create value in people's lives. But like I go back to when I started teaching people how to do launches. I had about 8 years of experience, of online experience doing online launches. So I had done dozens of launches. I was super successful with it. I even helped a few people. I coached people through some launches, some very successful launches. And so I knew how to do it. And I even knew how to help someone else with their launch. But I didn't necessarily know how to teach it. And so a lot of this stuff, it'll sound like I did this as a master plan. I did this on purpose, but that's not the way it was. I sort of got lucky initially on, but I used this process that I call the seed launch. And that's a way to deliver a product in a very interactive way. And in doing so, you really learn how to teach. So I know not all of us are in a business where we're teaching people, where we've got an online course or a membership site or like that. But I know many of us are. And the reality is these days, even no matter what, even if you're selling widgets, we're all in the information business. We're all in the training business at some level. And the thing is once you become an expert at something, it's hard to remember what it was like to be a beginner. It's hard to remember what those beginner questions were. And that's where I was. I had 8 years of becoming an expert at doing launches, but I didn't have the expertise at teaching people. And so I assembled a small group of people and I taught them in real time in an interactive fashion. That's what the seed launch does. And I learned how to deliver value. So that's a huge piece of succeeding in business, is learning how to deliver value, transformational value, the kind of value that will create a real transformation in someone's life. The other piece where marketing comes in is being able to communicate that value, being able to communicate the value, the transformational value that your future clients will get. Because one, you have to be able to deliver it, and two, you have to be able to communicate that value before you ask for the sale. So those are this is the thing is, when you're in business, especially our kinds of businesses, guess what? Ad costs continually go up. I remember when you could buy clicks for a penny, pay-per-click for a penny, and then it went to a nickel. Well, now it's dollars we're talking about. And in general, the cost of advertising continues to increase online. And so that just puts the pressure on your margins. That makes business harder. When it costs more money to get in front of eyeballs, it makes business harder. What gets around that limitation is when you have fantastic word of mouth. When your people are getting results, seeing the transformation in their life, and telling other people about it. That is how you get around the idea of paid traffic costing the cost going up and up and up. And I think if you look, I've been selling my product launch formula coaching program for 17 years. There was that I started in 2005. Back then in 2005, there was a lot of other people teaching marketing. Well, almost none of them are still around. I'm almost the last person standing from that time. Why is it? Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, we've stayed on the cutting edge, but the biggest reason is my formula gets results, and it's gotten amazing results for my clients, and those clients have continually told people about their results. And in fact, a lot of our traffic comes in through affiliates and joint venture partnerships. If you look at our top 20 affiliates, they're not like the big names. They're not the influencers. They're people that grew up within my world, grew up within the Product Launch Formula Coaching Program, grew up here, built a great business, built an audience, and now they're happy to tell their people about my program. So that's, I figured out how to, it wasn't like this was some master plan. I've learned how to create a great product by doing it interactively with that seed launch. And then I kept on making it better and better and better. I got ever tighter, ever more succinct, ever more powerful in being able to talk about what that transformational value was, got the results for my clients, and then those clients end up sending more people back to me. That's how you succeed in business, is you figure out how to create that transformational value, and then you figure out how to communicate that transformational value. And then after you create it, you ask your clients to, hey, you want to tell some folks about me, about us, about your transformation? That's the way you succeed in business. So I'm Jeff Walker. Wherever you're watching, scroll down, leave a comment for me. If you're on YouTube, hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit that little bell thing, and let's go get them this week.